What's up everybody, and thank you for checking out my channel. Today we're going to be discussing the 4 current shotguns in the game, or the best ones. So we have the blue shotgun, the blue pump, the gold combat shotgun, and the gold tactical shotgun. The pump was the original one, and then in the start of this season, Season 9, the combat was added. And just a while ago, this drum shotgun was added, and now, very recently, this new tact shotgun, legendary, was added back into the game, or added into the game, but now the tacts have gotten a lot more popular because of it. So, there's really 4 types, or they all kind of fit into a different category. There's the fast shooting, which is the drum shotgun. It has a DPS of 200, but a fire rate of 4. And then next is the tact shotgun, which is a 1.5 fire rate and a 130.5 DPS. And then the combat shotgun, which is 148 DPS and 1.85 fire rate. And then the pump shotgun with 70 DPS and 0.7 fire rate. So the auto, super fast shooting. The tac, also an auto shotty, but decently fast shooting. And then combat, very fast shooting again. And then the pump, very slow, but is the only gun in the game currently that can hit a whopping 200 headshot. And so, personally, well, like you saw before, the one with the highest DPS is easily the drum shotgun, packing a 200 damage per second stat. But the problem with that is when you're in a game, you're jumping around, you're spraying the shotgun at somebody, like, let's say, Fate, kind of jumping around. Really, I mean, you're not going to hit every shot. You're going to hit maybe half, which can make it a lot harder to do all that damage to somebody. And in lots of fights, if you have a skilled player who can hit their shots, they will be able to hit you for maybe 100 or so with a pump or a combat, before you can even get off your second or third shot, which can make it very fatal for you. And so, it's really a lot of preference. I, for some time, ran the blue drum shotgun, and I mean, I was winning lots of close range fights with it against like intermediate to low skill players, but as soon as you got to high skill players who were able to maybe outbuild you or something, they were able to get the 130 combat shotgun off on you, or the maybe not even a 200, but still 180 or so shot before you could really spray as much as you needed to. So they were getting their one and building, and you were sitting there having to hold down the trigger to get the amount that they got in just a little split second of a fire. So, in my opinion, the pump is the best currently, because you can still hit that 200 headshot, and you don't have to worry about sitting there holding the trigger like the combat can even be, because you're hitting very low consistency of shots. And we can even test it out. Oh, he's on my team. Can you switch teams so we can test this? Yeah. But most of the time, I would say an average shot you're hitting with the drum is about 20 to 25. Tac shotgun, I feel like I hit lots of 70s. I would say the same for the combat, lots of 70s, 60s. And then at medium range, you hit some maybe 30s or 40s and stuff. And then the pump, it's super inconsistent. That's the one thing that would make it very a hard decision with the combat shotgun, because with the combat you can be shooting and having that high DPS with only just a little bit smaller of an attack damage than the pump. And so it definitely is a competition. So I'd say if you're one of those players who likes to build a lot and you like to take kind of cheeky shots every once in a while, edit shots, and then build fast, or you're in a box with somebody, somebody's in the box next to you, and you're kind of over there, you're with a wall, you have the wall, you don't want to be having to edit back and then spray your shotgun while they hit you and then ramp or something. You know, you want to be able to kind of hit your shot and flick back. And to add to that, the pump actually has a very fast draw speed, so if I edit, I can shoot pretty fast. But with that, see how it takes longer? Like, switch. Very small amount of time compared to that. And so if you're hitting lots of edit plays and stuff, it's a lot harder to shoot against, even if someone has a pump, it's a lot harder to shoot your combat and really make some good damage with it. If they're just going to shoot, edit, or build before you can even shoot your shotgun off, which I find a lot whenever I'm using combat shotguns or this new tac, is that I'll try to make an edit play on somebody and then shoot them, but before I can shoot my shot, they've already hit me, and so I just immediately want to edit that back to prevent me from taking that second shot that I know the combat and the tac can take so quickly, and then I never even end up getting any damage off. So it's a hard decision, but I would definitely say the pump and the combat are the best, because with the pump you have the short range and inconsistency, but the very, very heavy hits you can take whenever you're in a box fight. So like, personally, I'm kind of a box fighty player. Like, I like to get into people's builds, kind of maybe put a ramp in them. That's one of my big things, is I try to put ramps on people, and so I can have full control over where they are. But with the drum and the tac, it's harder to really make that count compared to the pump and the combat. So yeah, I would say if you're a box fight player and you want the heavy hits, the heavy fast hits with the quick drawback speed, I would definitely say pump is your way to go. But if you're less of a box fight player and just like to stay open with players and like to kind of keep it going, never stop and box up, just kind of keep the fight going where you kind of getting these shots off every once in a while, like building and then shooting real fast. I mean, that's not as good with the pump because of the very, very slow fire rate. Just very, very slow. And then drum can be good. I would say if you're on more of the beginner side, or you've been playing for a while but you're just really not there yet, the drum shotgun can get you a lot of cheeky kills against good players who are trying to edit you while you're just sitting there spamming through the walls. Really, I would say that the tac shotgun is very balanced with kind of what it has, but in this current meta, that won't really hold, because you have the pump who can just hit so hard, and then the drum who can shoot so fast, and the combat who has that long range with the fast shooting and the hard hitting, that it's really hard to kind of use that balanced weapon and still get what you need. So yeah, overall I would say it depends on your playstyle, but each one can be used to an extent that it will be likable and you'll get good use out of it and get some fun kills and good kills that you'll be happy about. And that'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and follow me on Twitch. I have streams at least 4 times a week for 1 to 2 hours. That'll be it. Thank you.